All right, today is the first day of our training, and I really want us to, you're welcome to the training, but I would like for us to look out for exactly what we want to do, what it means. So, in essence, we want to do exports. What is exportation? Okay, because when we don't understand what we want to do, it may be a bit difficult, for us to grasp this and to be able to do it well. So I want us to quickly look at what exportation truly is. You see, when you sell either goods or services from one, or you ship goods or services from one country to the other. These goods or services are produced, of course, in the shipment country, and you are taking it to another place. That is exportation. So that's what we want to do. In this case, now we, the exporters, would be the sellers. Those that we are going to give the goods to, they will be the buyers. This is why we keep saying, how do we get buyers? What do we do to get our buyers and whatever? This is international trade. That's what it just means. You are carrying your goods from one place to the other, or services, because you can also export services. This is why you see our doctors jackpine, they are going there for service. That's exportation of services. And there are many types of exportation. But at the end of it, I'll just reel them out because you are likely to come across them as time goes on. For instance, you have direct exportation. What direct exportation means is that you are the owner of the produce, you are the producer, you have everything by yourself, and you are the one exporting these goods all by yourself. That is direct exportation, no middle persons. The advantage is that would, of course, be more profitable because you will make more money. But truth is, that kind of exportation is going to be very stressful because you are the producer, you are the seller, you are the everything. So, but it depends on what you want to do, and you will need to have a whole good knowledge of international trade. Instead of having agents that know the tracks of people to sell to, you have to be the ones to know everything all by yourself. So on the other hand, we also have indirect exportation. Indirect exportation is the opposite of direct exportation. What this means is that the manufacturer uses some go between people, agents, to export. The money made may not be as much as direct exportation, but it's less stressful. Then you have permanent exportation, temporary exportation, visible exportation, where you export physical. I believe that's like what we are in this training for, where you have physical goods that you are exporting. Then you have invisible exportation, where the export, like I said earlier on, is in terms of services. Then, of course, you have legal exportation. I'm going to dwell a little bit on legal exportation and illegal exportation. Illegal exportation is when you smuggle, when you do contraband, is illegal. And of course, there are so many limitations to all of this, and we'll be speaking more on the training platform. But I just want you to know that you are in the right place for this training, because it's a no hold bar training that we are going to give you. We are going to be very, very objective. We are going to be plain. We are going to be open. We'll give you the list of all the places we have promised to give you, where you will get buyers, where you will get where you source for the goods, even here in Nigeria, because we are narrowing it down to Nigeria, because this is where we are, and this is where we do our businesses from. But now, talking about the types of exportation types, I want us to dwell a lot on formal and informal. When you are doing formal, that's either formal or informal. Some of them are legit and some are not. So when you are talking about formality to it, there's no way you won't have your papers. Okay, so when you are doing formal exports, you have all the documentations. We will talk more about that. We'll give you the list of documents that you need, what you need to do if you want to do big exportation, and what you need, the kind of documents you need to have if you are doing the smaller exportation. Okay, for the big exportation, of course, you must have the NEPC license, and before you have NEPC license, you must be registered with the CAC. You must be a limited liability company. Okay, so this is what it is. If you want to just do small export, you want to do the informal where you just do maybe personal shopper. For some people, you advertise, as we will tell you where to go to and all of that, and you get your orders. You do it without papers, without documentation. That is informal. Informal, most of the time, is done by air. You can also ship by air or by sea. Okay, in Nigeria, you go through Onne Port in Port Harcourt, or Apapa Port in Lagos, or Tinkan Island also in Lagos for now. Okay, so you either send, if you are doing informal, you send through most of the time airlines, but you can still do informal by the sea. What you do in that instance, because what you are sending is very small anyway, 5 kg of rice there, 10 kg of gari there, and all of that. You cannot hire a whole container by yourself, so you do what we call groupage. So what groupage means is that everybody that cannot take a whole container is going and packing together their stuffs, you know, in a container or two, and you don't really need, you don't really need documentation for this, because most of the time the shipping companies use their documents for you if you are doing groupage, and all you need to do is for the goods to get to destination and they are picked up. This is groupage. It's also informal. The moment the government can track what you are sending, it becomes formal, because you will have all the list of papers. You will be registered with the government controlled bodies that you are supposed to be registered with. You will have all the letter of credit, letter of this, you will have the accounts, export accounts that the money will be domiciled into. This is how government tracks. Okay, so that is formal. Informal, you can do your own thing by yourself. You may not even have any registered business. You may be doing it in your name, and you can have registered business, but it's a must that you must have domiciliary account. At least your money will be paid into a certain account, and I would advise that you do not allow people to pay you naira when you are doing exports. When we are doing pricing, I'll talk more about why I'm saying this, but I mean, it's a no-brainer that the dollar, the euro, the pound, I mean, it's more like kids. So I will advise that you do not accept naira for exportation. And also, if you are doing mini exports, that is the informal exports, make sure that you collect your money up front. You know, whatever it takes the buyer to trust you, you would need to do that. We'll also be talking more about that on the training platform. So if you are seeing this video and you are not in our training, please go to the comment section and see how you can be part of this, because it's a game changer. It's a life-changing process that we are in right now, and it's better for you to join. And we have cohorts. This is a cohort going. We have cohorts every now and again. So whatever time you click on the link in the comment section and join, you will be able to meet one training at least. Okay? Until the next video, stay connected. My name is Olaoshebikon, okay, by the way.